What's on the web anyway? Before the internet, people found information in traditional print and multimedia sources like books, newspapers, government publications, TV and radio broadcasts, speeches, and many more. When needed information was found, it was pretty easy to recognize and define the format, which helped when determining the value of the information, as well as knowing how to cite it if necessary. Now that we've got the internet and the World Wide Web, things are a little more complicated. While finding information might be initially more convenient, sorting through results and understanding exactly what it is you're getting can be a little tricky. There's a lot more on the web than just websites. In addition to blogs, online communities, and social media, information previously found only in traditional print and multimedia formats can now be accessed online using common search engines like Google and Yahoo. Online newspaper articles, excerpts from books, images, YouTube videos, and radio interviews are just a few examples. It's important to know what it is you're looking at when you find something online, because that's the first step in determining whether it's appropriate for you to use. The exact type of source it is will help determine whether it's a good fit for your information need, whether it will meet assignment requirements, and how you will cite it, among other things. So how can you figure out the true format of a source if it's packaged like everything else on the web? Let's take a look at some examples. A search for information about the Affordable Care Act brings up over 38 million results. Some of them are easy to identify. For example, the ads are clearly labeled as such. And the next three are government websites, which we can tell by looking at the URL. There's the ever-present Wikipedia article, followed by several news results, which are labeled for us by the search engine. As we scroll down, we begin to see other websites where the information package is not as clear. We'll need to click on those to find out more. For instance, this appears to be just a regular website, and a review of its page should give more information about the people behind it. Articles that aren't as current as the ones labeled news may appear in your results separately and can be identified by looking for the title of the publication in the URL. Websites will often contain links to additional content, such as documents containing reports, fact sheets, and pre-publication articles, as well as embedded video and audio files. For example, organizations such as think tanks may provide reports with more in-depth analysis. Each of these packages should be evaluated and cited independently from the website. Another type of resource you might find in your search is a blog post. Some blogs are labeled as such, but they can also often be identified by the presence of posts listed in reverse chronological order, tags linking to similar posts on the same topic, and user comments. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference between a blog post and an article. If you can spot a periodical title and maybe a volume or issue number, rather than the blog characteristics just listed, you're probably looking at an article. Finally, you may run into content that doesn't fit any of the descriptions above. These include online communities like discussion groups, message boards and online forums, and social media, such as Twitter and Facebook. When you're searching on the web, things are not always what they seem to be at first. If you take a moment to determine what package the information is in, it will make it easier to take the next step and evaluate its quality. As with anything, if you have questions about the format of something you find on the web, consult your instructor or ask a librarian.